Good day to you, Cancer, and welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is Meenakshi here. This is a general reading for you for the 10th to the 16th of October. As per normal, Cancer, just take what resonates with you. Never try and force the reading to fit. And if this reading doesn't resonate with you and you don't feel a fit to your situation right now, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising sign. So Cancer, what's wanting to fall out here? You've got 4 of Cups, 4 Wands. Okay, 8 of Pentacles flipped over here as well for you. So we see you in a very interesting phase. What is going on? What is going on, Cancer? 10 of Wands. Cards are wanting to speak for themselves. And okay, let me just see, what is this? What is all of this that has just fallen out for you? What has fallen out for you here? Okay, this is what has fallen out for you. Okay, let's have a look at this. We've got Libra energy, Justice here. The King of Swords in reverse, that's air energy. That's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So you could very well, Cancer, be having a Libra male person, male energy person in your space. So we are seeing that, but before I get started, Cancer, thank you for those that have subscribed, and thank you for those that are watching. And please remember, these readings are general readings. So this is the energy that has come through for this particular reading. This is the collective Cancerian energy that has come through. So remember, not every Cancer person is going through this right now, but if this is applying for you, this is applying to you, this is for you. So remember, we work off collective energies. We work off the energy that comes through when we are doing a reading. So the energy that has come through here for you, Cancer, is an energy that says to me that some of you are very despondent right now. It's as though you can't see the gifts that are coming towards you. You are feeling a little hopeless about situations. You're feeling very burdened, very overwhelmed, very burdened about things, taking on a lot. Some of you could be taking on a lot of responsibilities just to keep you busy. And you are finding yourself in a situation where some of you might just be wanting to concentrate on a work situation, or those of you that are in a love situation, Cancerians, you are finding yourself wanting a commitment, wanting to make things work. Some of you are in a situation where you are wanting to make a relationship work. We do see that there has been a lot of difficulties, there has been a lot of issues, there has been a lot of problems, but we see that there is the situation for a revival in a love situation, something new opening up for you, something that is going to bring you that commitment that you want. Some of you are looking to have roots, you're looking to be grounded, and you're looking to want to work towards making this commitment. Some of you could be in a situation already where you want to make a commitment in a love situation. You're feeling as though this is the right time. Some of you want to recommit, want to make sure that things are in order, that things can work out, but you've got to be so mindful of not becoming overbearing, of not being a bully, or of not having somebody who is overbearing and behaving like a bully towards you. So you're going to be very mindful of this, Cancer. That, there is this, some of you are having to look at the past for that lessons that are learned, and looking at situations where you've allowed yourself to be pushed into situations where you've allowed yourself to become bullied into situations just to be accepted and to be part of the collective. So I'm going to draw some more cards here to see what more can we say on this situation. What more can we say here for Cancer? What's going on here for Cancer? Because this is just, it's almost like what vibe I'm getting here is this is just like the tip. There's the tip of the iceberg. There are things that are happening in your space, Cancer. There is some of you that are going through this happy, committed situation. You've been through a very rough patch, and you're having an opportunity to now be very grounded, very rooted, maybe even recommitted. Let's see what popped out here for you. We also see you've got Leo energy coming through here. Strength. 10 of Wands, twice in this reading, Judgment. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Nine of Wands twice in this reading and Queen of Wands. So you got, this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So we could be seeing a kind of situation unfolding that it's like you are feeling stuck in your situation when it comes to where you are at right now. Some of you are pretty stuck. You know, some of you could just have lost that excitement and the joy and that vibe that you used to have, and you're feeling kind of stuck. But you do need to realize that as you are able to move forward and create these new and work hard, some of you could be actually drowning yourself in a work situation. Yes, you can work hard, but you're taking on a lot of responsibilities. Some of you are wanting to move away, wanting to, just gather yourself and move on. Some of you might also be involved with somebody, like I said, who's a Leo. Leo energies come through here. Could also be Libra energy as well. So we see this energy that you want to have, this contentment. It's almost as though you want to be in a peaceful situation. You want to be in a love situation. But you have invested a lot of effort and time. You've done a lot of work. So we are seeing that some of you are hoping to have a revival, finding yourself by taking on a lot more responsibilities, by gathering your wisdom. Some of you we also see when it comes to commitments and to relationships, you're rather looking at expanding your boundaries. When it comes to a work situation, some of you are looking at expanding your boundaries, maybe moving further away from where you are. Could be immigration, could just be traveling to another country or another part of the country, just to get yourself some distance from your situation. But you are very burdened right now, and there is a lot on your plate, and you are not feeling very strong within yourself, and you're not feeling very empowered. If anything, what I am seeing here, Cancer, is that even when it comes to a love situation, it's as though that passion and that fire, that creativity has absolutely burnt out for you, and you are not in the best of places right now when it comes to making emotional decisions. You got to be very mindful that either you yourself or you are dealing with somebody who has become a bit spiteful. You are dealing with some kind of emotional negativity, emotional trauma, so you need to be aware of this. You need to be aware that you need to gather yourself and be very strong about things. You could be dealing with somebody who's very different from yourself when it comes to a love situation. Somebody who has a different background. Could be a situation where you need to try and create this balance, but you also need to know that in your domestic situation, most of you could be having a lot of happiness and peace in that, but it's because you are learning to work together with others. There could be in terms of familial attachment. But with regards to a love situation, there's definitely some kind of a breakdown. There's for some of you. For others, there is a recommitment in their love situation. There is this passion, there's this love, there's this coming together, there is this blending, there is this knowing our boundaries and knowing that we can think further and you can move further. So there is like two separate scenarios that is coming through here. There's the Cancer person that wants to go off on their own, who's accepting that a relationship has not worked out, and you've kind of lost your joy and your vibe, and it's undermined your confidence, and you're needing to find yourself. And then there's the other Cancer person who's having this revival in their love situation, where they are finding themselves, where they're regrouping in terms of their love situation, and they're able to move forward to look at a bigger picture, to look at a recommitment for themselves, Cancer. So this is coming through here for some Cancer people. This is your situation. So let me draw some more cards here, okay? Justice energy out again. So Libra energy out again. So you know what, you are expecting justice in your situations. You are expecting that whatever was wrong gets righted for gets righted for you. Yeah, some of you most probably feeling quite stuck in your words when it comes to having to express yourself with regards to these situations. But you know, you need to be very mindful of also not having people force you and rush you into decisions. And you yourself, Cancer, try not to rush yourself into making decisions. It's important that you have clarity of thought and mind when it comes to making your decisions. We see that you have, some of you are looking at a global opportunity, something that's going to open up doors for you and afford you the opportunity to manifest so much more in your life. We see Pisces energy coming through here as well, Cancer. Some of you could be in a relationship with a Pisces person. There's a Libra person definitely coming up. You've got Earth energy coming up here as well, and that is justice. Libra energy is, oh goodness me, let me gather my words. Justice is Libra energy. You've got Earth energy, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, and you've got Queen of Cups, which is water energy. So you're looking at Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be yourself, or you could have somebody else. This could be in your chart, could be somebody else. So Cancer, a lot of you are needing to reevaluate your love situations. So it's important that you reevaluate your love situations to decide where it is that you want to be. And even though a love situation hasn't worked out the way you had expected, this is a wonderful time for you to also be benevolent, maybe, giving gifts and advice and having yourself spending quality time with other people while you take this moment some of you that are in this devastated place, to reevaluate your plans and your vision for your future. We see that there's a lot of things that you would like to escape, a lot of situations that you would like to get away from. This offers you this opportunity of realizing that things must be sorted out. They must come out right, not necessarily in your favor. In your favor does not mean that it's right. This is old Chinese proverb, which is actually more of a curse than a blessing. Be careful of getting what you wish for. Sometimes what we think we need, we don't necessarily need. And then you find yourselves in the situation where you are in something that really does not serve you or suit you very well. So be mindful of always getting all your wishes granted. It could not work out very well for you. So I'm just moving the cards around because I do see a story unfolding. I see a story unfolding for some of you or for many of you. Something interesting unfolding here. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing that even though you've had this, it's like, you've had the second opportunity to be able to move on, and there's a lot of people that you've got a lot of support. So you have a lot of people that are encouraging you, that are praising you, and that are seeing how you pick up yourself and gather your wisdom, your strength, your knowledge, and literally allow yourself to rediscover your strength and rediscover who you are, and you are being acknowledged for this and moving forward. We see those of you that were in a committed relationship that want out of the situation, or that has left a committed relationship. You're in a place right now where you need to validate yourself in a loving and kind way so that you can move on. We see there's also, while you are learning and you are taking on a lot more responsibilities, there are people, and it's also yourself maybe, or those around you, that is expecting you to make some decisions, to move on, to move forward. Some of you may be wanting you to face situations from the past. You yourself might be wanting to confront something from the past, requiring and wanting justice for yourself. Remember, sometimes you may not get justice in the time that you wanted, and justice might be delayed. In this case, try not to keep forcing the issues and start to focus your attention on yourself. Those of you that are finding yourself in this happy love situation, this recommitment, you are needing to make some choices with what it is that you want, because, while there was this passion and this love and this grounding, you wanting to be there, there is something here that is causing you to want to decide and to rethink. But whatever decision and however you are flowing towards this grounding and this happiness and this opportunity to build a relationship, however you decide to approach it, those of you that are in a relationship status, not in the single status that some of you are in, where there has been this traumatic breakup, there are other Cancerians that are in a happy space. You need to be very careful and mindful as you move forward. Whichever way you choose is going to bring you to the same place. So just be aware of that. We do see, Cancer, that there's this acknowledgement, there's this, a lot. Some of you have gone through a lot of stuff, and this rebirth is allowing you to really also take note of and be respectful to yourself, Cancer, for what you have accomplished. We see you are able to move on, but you also are feeling very disempowered. And some of you could be finding your strength in the love of friends and family. You're finding your prosperity and peace amongst family. Those of you that are involved, you could have a Libra person, a Pisces person in your space. It could be a loving situation, a love situation. It could also be about you needing to make some choices. And it's also very mindful for those of you that have wanted to have a secret affair, those of you that have been involved in a secret love affair. You know, you, as much as you were very happy to a point with regards to the situation, there has to be some karmic fairness in that. But also be very careful when getting involved in situations that you have all the truth and all the understanding, and you're not allowing yourself to be caught up in illusion. It's important. Those of you wanting to leave your love situation and move on to something else needs to be very mindful that you are treating yourself with love and kindness as you make these choices. You know, there's a lot of love out there for you, but if you are not ready to receive it, you know, maybe allow yourself to be more giving when it comes to love and kindness and caring and, you know, being there for others, being a support structure. You do need to allow yourself some time to heal if you have been caught up in a painful love situation. But also be mindful of your words, be mindful of how you are interacting. Although you do need to be clear about your boundaries, you do need to also be very clear about where it is that you want to be and how is it that you see yourself moving forward financially. Make sure you're taking care of your finances. For some of you have been in a very disempowered phase right now, and there could have been a few financial burdens that had come towards you. Okay, let's draw some more cards here, Cancer. But, you know, all of that is, you are in a place of receiving. You may be having to deal with a very difficult person, but there's also love with this difficult person, and this is about, you know, either you receiving or you needing to give them something financially as well. It could be something to do with a love situation that hasn't worked out very well with the fire energy person, and that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there could be some financial situation that has unfolded with regards to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a love situation that didn't work out, and there was some sort of financial, either they having to be there for you or you needing to be there for them, some kind of a financial exchange. We see that coming through here as well. Yeah, let's draw some more cards here for you, Cancer, and see what more can we say for you in your situation. What more can we say? Definitely, there's some kind of attachment to the past. Okay. Woman holding a heart. Could be yourself, could be somebody else, but a very domestic, loving card. I love this card. It's a beautiful card. It's a card of somebody who's nurturing and loving and kind. So yeah, you are attached. You could be very attached to this person, to the situation. Could be yourself, but there's also a warning that this attachment that you may have to this person or somebody may have to you, there's actually a storm warning with regards to this. You must be very mindful. But also don't focus on the storm warning, because it could be something that's going to pass you by. But just be aware that there is this attachment. If it's yourself that is attached, or you are holding on to somebody from the past, an idea, a way of thinking, the way you hope things would be, wanting somebody to see you in this light as this woman holding her heart, you know, affirm yourself that yes, this is you. You do not need to be affirmed by anybody else. But if you are having this person in your space, it's a very loving, kind person, something that you can actually feel at home with. We see that there is a lot of blessings coming towards you, a lot of productivity, a lot of bliss, and you having this opportunity to take ownership of your life, of your situations, and having this beautiful, blissful new beginning. In some instances, some of you are looking at reconnecting with children. Some of you could also be looking at children. There is definitely some kind of attachment with the family situation and children, babies, something to do with babies coming up in this reading here. So we do see that. So some of you could be either looking at expanding the family or having a family situation and where there are children involved, or there is a promise of children. So there is something like this that is coming up in your reading. Some of you wanting to be alone, some of you wanting to be in relationships and existing relationships, going through a certain sort of, I can't even call it a situation, because it's like it's togetherness, but there's some other factors that is playing a part in your situation, Cancer. It's not just so smooth sailing. It's a little more complicated. You know, this water is not very clear at the moment. There's things that are going, there's things beneath the surface, Cancer. So as a water sign, there's things that are there. And you sometimes can be very secretive. So that's when the reading comes out like this, it's that there are certain things you don't want to face, Cancer. So it's like it's touching on a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but you're not open to allowing myself to tap into this energy. So, you know, it shows me the surface of things, but, you know, to tap into them more. So what is saying here to me that there is a lot of wonderful opportunities out there for you, and you need to believe and you need to trust in that. But you also need to find some joy and happiness to, you know, simplify your life and allow this to just grow and for you to have this expansion. And you need to believe in these miracles, but you also need to simplify your life. I see there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of issues that are simmering underneath, and sometimes the collective energies are not coming through because some of you could just be feeling down, could be feeling a little depressed. When it comes to me, you could be feeling a little depressed. So just be very mindful. If it's a bit of depression and you need to see a therapist, you need to see somebody, go for counseling, talk to somebody, get the help, speak to your friends. You know, you have support. You don't need to carry burdens with you. God's telling you to simplify your life, so you don't need to get caught up in so many issues. Find this grace, find this gratitude, and you're going to realize that you'll have this expansion and this growth just by allowing this to happen in your life, you know, without carrying unnecessary drama. What was this? A little reminder to attend something. Okay, let's see. What more do we have here? Okay, what more do we have here for you? Let's see. A grounding message here for Cancer. Grounding message for Cancer. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. This is one of those very interesting cards because, like I said, in your reading, there's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things that need to be dealt with whether it's a couple, whether it's a single, whether it's a breakup. You know, there's a lot of things. And your card that's jumped out here says, wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. I mean, so yeah, what we need to realize that we live in a society where people can be very, they like this instant responding, this instant response. Everybody wants to be like that. It's a very comparative world. And there's a lot of reactive behavior as well. And sometimes what we need to realize is that we don't need to be instantly responding to people. We do not need to be reactive to every situation. And even though it is the currency of our time right now, where somebody says something and somebody else wants to react, you need to allow yourself to have the space right now to rest, to wait, and to allow yourself to reset. And this is really what this is about, you know, allowing this reset to happen. Because there's a lot of things that have happened over the past couple of weeks and months for you, Cancer, that you've had to deal with some very serious issues. And right now, you should rather prepare yourself to just be calmer. Don't get yourself into an overdrive situation. Don't expect instantaneous results. Don't be reactive to every situation. And you need to ask for guidance. And you need to also, trust yourself. Trust that, if there are things that are not the way it's supposed to be, stand still. Simplify your life. It's important. If you're not receiving the guidance that you require, and sometimes you must remember that still inner voice, your higher power, is not going to tell you what you want to hear. The guidance might be contrary to what it is that you want to do. And if it's a hard thing for you to do, Cancer, then that's the right thing for you to do. Remember that always. So basically, you need to get beyond this reactive phase that some of you have been in, and you need to just calm down right now, and you need to realize that you need to trust what's going on. And even on the surface, if things seem to be not happening, there's a lot of things that is happening under the surface. And you need to remember that you don't need to solve every situation, every problem today. Sometimes you just need to take a moment. And this cards are saying, wait. You need to take a moment. Maybe tomorrow you'll have a better perspective tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it'll just be a bit brighter. So right now, Meenakshi Tarot has drawn this card here that says to you, wait. This card is giving you permission to slow down. This card is saying, switch off and rest. You are being reminded to have patience for your life, to trust the process, to trust the mystery, to trust the miracles, to have the grace and the gratitude, to travel lightly. And maybe take a moment just to think about how can you really slow down your life. What do you need to slow down? So Cancer, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to share my videos, and yeah, see you guys again next week. Slow down. Take care. Goodbye.